大家好，我是可人。宝马这一次把两款车迷呼声非常高，并且是非常特殊的车型引进到了中国市场，它们就是 M2 CS 和 M3 Touring。其实今年早些时候，当我得知宝马官方确认引进这两款车的时候，我除了惊喜之外，还有点惊讶，因为在当前这个大环境下，燃油性能车其实面临着巨大的挑战，而宝马要把这两款大家叫好但可能比较小众的车型引进到中国市场呢，其实是需要很大的勇气的。今天我们也有幸邀请到了宝马 M 部门的 CEO 范梅尔先生，由他来跟我们聊一聊宝马 M 产品的背后的策略的故事。而我也作为一名 M 车主也想跟他聊一聊我从一些车迷群里征集到的问题，来谈一谈 Beamer 们关心的话题。Mr. Fan Meal, thanks for joining us. Well, my first question will be, with the introduction of M2 CS and M3 Touring, now we have a diverse product lineup of M models in China. Then could you share with us the strategic thinking behind it and what will be the sales expectation for M models in China onwards?
Well, what we see over the past years is that over the past 5 years, the volume or the customer base, the fan base of M in China has tripled. So we had a growth of 300% with M in China over the past 5 years. And actually, the first 3 quarters this year, we're up 27% against last year. So the community and the fan base is growing. And of course, if you have more fans, you bring more cars because the demand gets stronger. And one actual thing is we're going to present this evening the M3 Touring. And the reason for that is that last year at the M Festival here in Chengdu, the fans and the journalists were begging us to bring the M3 Touring to China because they said we want to have it. And to be honest, the expectation is about 200 to 300 cars within the next year for M3 Touring. So we said, okay, let's do it because the community is growing and the need also for special cars like a Touring that somehow stands out from the rest is quite strong, and also special models like the M2 CS, which is again more than a regular M2, it's more a track-focused tool. The demand is just there, and also the brand image and everything is just great.
300% growth, that's huge. Well, my next question is, enthusiasts are very much looking forward to and also concerned about how would the next generation M cars go. We learned from the internet saying that there will be both internal combustion engine M3 and also full electric M3 alongside each other. I don't know if it's true, but would you tell us a bit inside of what to expect from the next generation M cars?
Let me go back in time because next year we will celebrate 40 years of M3.
Yeah.
And actually when we started almost 40 years ago with the M3, it had a 4-cylinder engine. And the second generation, actually, we moved to a 6-cylinder engine, and everyone said, now the car's getting heavier, it's more nose heavy, it's not going to drive like an M3. But actually, people drove it and said, oh, it drives like an M3, it's even better. Cool. Then, third generation, we moved up to a V8 high-revving engine, and everyone was, again, asking the question, will it drive like an M3? And after that, we moved back to a 6-cylinder, but turbocharged. And again, the question was, will it drive like an M3? But the answer was always, if we make a new M3, no matter what kind of drivetrain is inside, it has to drive like an M3, because otherwise we will be disappointed, our customers will be disappointed, so we're not going to do that. We keep our DNA. So even if an M3 would be electric, it will drive like an M3. And M stands for racing, for performance, but also for emotion and passion. So for the next generation M3 electric, your expectation should be that it is as engaging and emotional as every other M3 you've driven up till now, and nothing else. And that is also our goal, and that's what we're working on. And I'm really anxious to see how it will come to the market, because something like the M3 we're currently making is not on the market yet. It will be typical M. And to come back to the other question, yes, we will also continue the offer of our 6-cylinder inline engine because it's very popular. I think it's the best engine and car you can get, the M3, as it is right now with the S58 6-cylinder inline engine. But in the future, it will get a new big competitor that will be better, and that will be the electric one. So it's up to the customer to decide which one to take, or if you say, okay, I take both.
That's interesting, like a domestic competition.
Yes.
And my next question, each and every M model of any era has its own unique charm. And some enthusiasts are particularly devoted to classic M cars. However, the resources for classic cars are relatively limited in China. Though in recent years, classic car culture has clearly shown a growth here. For example, our OCR festival or outdoor car retro is an automotive culture and lifestyle event stressing on classic cars and also iconic modern cars as well. I believe my F87 M2 competition is also a modern classic.
Yes.
Then I would like to know if BMW and M division have any plans to support development of BMW classic car culture here in China.
The thing with the classic car culture is it is growing. So everything we do right now, also the increase of sales, we are currently producing more and more future classics, like also the F87. We see a big community, so the community for classic cars actually is growing also with our growth sales. And with that also, of course, comes honoring more the cars of the past and doing classic events. So I think it's going to be a cool issue also for the future to see what you can do with classic car fans and events in the future also in China.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think I'll keep it as long as possible, maybe pass it on to my daughter.
Yeah, don't give it away.
Yeah.
It's one of the mistakes everyone, also me, makes, that you sell the car and after 5 to 10 years you say, I should have kept it. Yeah, but okay.
My next question is, in the era of electrification, now the power output is less significant in defining a performance car. But as M owners, we clearly know that the greatest value of BMW M cars lies in the driving pleasure they deliver, particularly that wild yet controlled sensation, whether you are doing the drifting or if you want to go fast on a track day, it's very good at it. So how can we help people who are not familiar with M cars understand the unique driving joy of BMW M cars?
Well, I think you're right. Power performance is easy to get by nowadays, but driving pleasure actually is really hard to find, because what defines M vehicles is this joy of driving, that you can drift, you can be really quick on the track, that you trust your car, that you form a team, you can rely on your car. The way it drives is reproducible, it's predictable, so you get a high level of confidence to the car, and with that you form a team, and you as a driver can also improve very quickly because you can absolutely rely on your car. And I think that is the uniqueness of M, this interaction between car and driver, and that you can really rely on your car and improve yourself, no matter if it's on the track or on the roads. That, I think, is the uniqueness of M.
Yeah, one more question. Would you consider hosting a single-spec racing here in China, like M2 CS racing?
I would love to see something like that. I love cup racing, if you have a series with the same cars, because if you have different kind of cars, you're always talking about balance of performance. One has got a car with more power than the other. If you have a cup race, like a M2 Racing Cup, for instance, all cars will be the same. And we do some events like that all over the world. It might also be a nice idea for China, maybe.
Well, thank you again, Mr. Fan Miu.
It's a pleasure.
好，非常感谢范梅尔先生的回答，这也解答了我很多的疑惑，同时也让我充满了期待。其实我们也可以从宝马的实际行动中看得出来，他们非常重视车迷和车主们的心声。所以，不管你是 M 的车主还是喜欢 M 的车迷，都欢迎在评论区畅所欲言。你们的热爱也会因为你们的参与而改变。好，记得点个关注，我是可人，下次再见。